time?
Yeah, we should get to the hospital and pick Amanda up. I hope she's all right.
She's gonna be all right. Don't worry about Mac's threats.
I can't let him get custody of her.
You're not gonna let that happen, all right?
I know, but when she's released, he might just be there and take her himself.
Not if I can help it. Now, let's get there and be there before he arrives.
I just hate this. I hate it.
No.
I mean, she's just being pulled between the two of us.
No.
Okay, you're right. Okay, let's get to the hospital and get her. Okay.
Oh, Jamie, hope I didn't keep you waiting.
Oh, no, that's okay. I had some work I wanted to take care of. And Liz said he wanted to see me first thing, so I didn't want to be late.
Well, I did tell her I had an appointment first. Did she tell you?
No.
Oh.
Oh, well, she did. I don't know. I didn't hear her. Mac, the appointment, was it about...
Yes. I was asked to a breakfast meeting with some of the board members this morning.
And?
Just sit down.
Mac, by the look on your face, I can tell the news isn't good.
Well, not necessarily.
What do you mean?
They've decided to put the matter of your premature editorial on the agenda of a special meeting of the board late this afternoon.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm not sure. But I am sure that they're seriously concerned about the issue, and they want to discuss it, and they want to decide what steps to take.
Steps?
Well, what action to take, if any.
Yeah. Matt, do you think it would be out of line for me to attend that meeting?
Well, I don't think it's the best idea.
Well, I could explain the reasons for my actions. I've written it all down. If they heard it from me directly, maybe...
No, I think you better not.
Why?
Well, Jamie, if you insist on knowing, they specifically requested that you not be present at the meeting.
No. Matt, can we talk about this?
Yes, I'd like to, but right now, I'm also late seeing Amanda at the hospital. We'll talk when I get back.
Oh, Matt, is she all right?
She will be. I assure you of that.
Wait a minute. Now, will you just look at this pencil for me? I'm going to bring the pencil, and I'm almost going to touch your nose. But I'm not quite. Good. Very good. Very good. Now, we'll come way out here. Keep watching it. Good. Good. Keep watching. Very good. Will you grip my finger? Just grip my finger like that. Just grip as hard. That's good. Now with this hand. With this hand. Now grip it. Good. Well, young lady, you seem perfectly fine to me. You know what that means? It means we can send you home so you can continue with your playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, will you call Rachel and tell her that Amanda's ready to go home?
Of course, right away. Would you hand me the chart, please?
Okay.
Thanks. She is at Ada's, isn't she?
Yeah.
Is this the number here?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, great.
So I think I'll see you in about a week. When Rachel gets here, will you tell me?
Oh, sure. Is it anything particular?
I just want to talk to her for a moment, all right?
Okay. Well, Mommy doesn't answer. So why don't we play some games while we wait for her, okay? Wanna? Okay. Do you know any? What's this?
It's a spider.
That's right. Can you do it? Here, put your fingers this way. I'll do it like this. This one here.
And now, the continuing story of Another World.
Good at all. You okay?
Sure, why wouldn't I be okay?
At least you're alive. Yeah, Sandy sure makes some pair.
Why do you say that?
Well, I mean, You were just gone so long, and Jordan made no bones about wanting you back.
He certainly got what he wanted, didn't he?
What about you?
What do you mean?
Did you get what you wanted?
Yeah, right. Sandy and I both wanted to come back here.
Yeah, I bet it was no more complicated than that.
You're right, Melissa. It was no more complicated than that.
Yeah, right, especially for Sandy. I mean, Sandy just wanted to come back so bad that he got his face beat up.
Stop
in the
it,
process.
Melissa. Will you just drop it?
I don't understand, Blaine. I mean, if it's all so simple, then why are you getting so upset?
It's just what you're saying.
What, did I say something?
You're implying something that just isn't true.
Okay, right. Sure. If you and Sandy just want to go on and play this dangerous game, go right ahead. It's fine with me.
What a sight. Two beautiful ladies at one table.
Hi, Jordan.
I thought this was supposed to be done long ago, Blaine.
It would have been done.
I want it done this morning.
Yes, Jordan.
And when it's done, only when it's done, mind you, I want to see you at the house at 1. I'm having a couple of clients in for lunch. Be early.
Yes, Jordan.
Blaine? Aren't you forgetting something?
I don't understand. Hold your hands up just like that. Don't move them, and we'll do it another way, okay? Watch. Patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Roll it, and pat it, and mark it with a B, and put it in the oven for Amanda and me. Can you do that? Ready? Want to do it once more?
There you are.
Oh, look who's
There's
here.
my sweetheart. Hello, my darling. Yes. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. You know how worried I was about you.
Oh, no need to worry, Matt.
No, is she all right?
You haven't seen Rick?
No, I came straight here. Is she all right?
Of course she is. There's nothing wrong with this little girl.
Oh, I'm so glad.
You can talk to Rick later, and he'll reassure you. Oh, by the way, I spoke to Rachel, and, well, I tried to call Rachel, but she wasn't home.
Oh, well, darling, I've got something for you. You know what that is? It's a horsey. Oh, Amanda, my name is Horsey. Will you take me home with you, Amanda? Will you? Please? Oh, yes, you will. Is there any special precaution I should take with her?
Oh, well, yes, there is one.
Oh, what?
Well, Dr. Holloway said that there was one thing that was absolutely essential.
Oh, dear.
Yes, you must take this young lady as fast as you can to the ice cream parlor and buy her the biggest cone you can find.
Ooh, I can really like that. Amanda, do you want an ice cream? Want an ice cream cone? All right, let's go, Amanda, because we have to go before the ice cream melts and runs away. Now, take me with you. Take me with you. Okay, let's go get some ice cream. Thank you so much for all your special consideration. It really made it a lot easier for me.
Oh, Mac, it's been my pleasure, really.
Thanks.
Oh, what'll I tell Rachel when she comes?
Oh, well, just tell her I've taken Amanda home.
Okay. Bye-bye, Mac. Bye-bye, sweetie.
You know, Jamie, we really shouldn't decide an outline for a counterattack until we've heard what Zachary Colton plans to do.
What? I'm sorry.
I said, until we know what Colton has to say and what his demands are, we shouldn't really make a decision on what our game plan is going to be.
Well, do you think he's going to sue Corey Publishing?
Well, he's a very unpredictable man, as you know.
Yes, but could he get us for libel?
Oh, again, Jimmy. I wouldn't want to jump to any conclusions. We just have to wait and see. But in the meantime, I think we have to assure Colton that whatever his demands are, they can be met.
What, you really think we should offer him that?
Well, I'm sure we have to assure him of that. I'd like to bring up one point, though.
What?
Keep quiet during the meeting. Now, just keep your ears open and listen, and then we'll make our decision as to what our game plan is going to be. And after we know more. Now, will you go along with me on this?
Yeah, I guess. Brian, you don't think this meeting is going to make any difference, do you?
Well, we have to wait and see what Colton says. Yes, Dolly? Oh, good. Send him right in.
Morning, Brian. Mr. Frame. Well, appears you got yourself in another sticky one, huh?
Colton, since this meeting is a result of your request, I think we can safely assume that you have something to say to us. Am I right?
Yes, I think you can safely assume that, Brian. Well, as you well know, the Daily Ledger, which is under the management of this young fellow here, recently published a very libelous editorial which suggested that I was somehow involved in organized crime. I mean, not only here in Bay City, but all across the country.
That's not what I said.
Jamie.
Isn't it?
No. I said that Jess Cooper was involved nationwide. I simply noted your involvement with Cooper's employee, Jordan Scott.
Jamie.
Well, however one might choose to interpret all that, the fact remains that the article did contain a number of sentence statements which were decidedly false.
Yes, well, I may not be able to prove them, but they are not false.
If you can't prove it, they're false.
Mr. Colton, what do you want?
Well. Now, Brian, you and I both know that when an article of this kind appears, however untrue, it can be very damaging to a person, but especially if the victim is a political candidate. So, I'm not altogether sure that there can be sufficient compensation for this kind of trouble.
Well, maybe next time you'll watch what company you keep.
Colton, what are you asking for?
Well, Brian, due to the fact that this young man here has somewhat damaged his own reputation in that he has been seen in various places under the influence of alcohol and has recently been arrested for driving under the influence of drugs, it seems to me the damage might not be as hard on me as it could have been.
Come on, Colton. Now, what are you saying?
Oh, just that I'm willing to be lenient, Brian, because this fellow here can't be considered to be a very reliable source of information due to his abuse of these substances.
Wait a minute.
Sit down, Jamie. Now let's hear him out.
Now, would you like to hear my demands?
Well, that's why we're here, isn't it?
Yes. Now, I am willing to settle for a complete and immediate retraction of the editorial, along with a public apology and the promise to desist from any more editorials of this type in the future.
Wait a minute.
Sit down, Jamie.
Well, now, you better do as he says. You haven't got many options left, you know.
Well, Colton, I think that can be arranged.
Brian, I didn't put one statement in that editorial that was false. I'd stake my career on it.
I believe you already have.
I'll get it.
Kid, don't open the door.
Well, hey, you two.
Larry, listen, I've got to be at work in 10 minutes. I just about make it, so please don't think I'm rushing out on you.
Oh, no, darling, I don't. You go right ahead.
Listen, I'll see you later.
You betcha,
Okay?
pretty one.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, you want a cup of coffee? Yeah, I could use one. I take it you haven't been hitting the streets too freely lately.
Well, I'm not hiding out, if that's what you mean.
No, I guess not. If what Melissa tells me is true.
And what does Melissa tell you?
She said you went to the connection yesterday to talk to Blaine.
Try to talk. That's a big difference.
You didn't get through to her?
Went through one ear and out the other. I don't know, Larry.
You don't know what?
Nothing makes sense anymore.
Are we still talking about Blaine?
I guess. It's what she told me that doesn't make any sense.
Well, what'd she tell you?
That she went back to Jordan Scott because she still loves him.
You didn't buy that, did you?
No, I didn't. There's no way that Blaine loves that guy. The only thing that I read in that woman's face is fear.
Are you sure?
Larry, that guy has got something on her, some kind of a hold over her, and I can't figure out what it is.
Are you sure that's what it actually is? Or maybe it's what you want to see.
What I want to see? I don't read you, Larry.
I'm talking about the scene I just walked in on, notwithstanding. You probably still care for Blaine.
Of course I care for Blaine. I care what happens to her.
Maybe you just more than care for Blaine.
Hey, Larry, come off it.
Oh, well, listen, why would it upset you then?
I don't know. But I do know one thing.
Yeah?
I will never, not in a million years, believe that Blaine went back to Jordan Scott because she loves him.
Well, I'm kind of inclined to agree with you, Jerry. But there's only one way I'm going to get Blaine out from underneath Jordan.
How's that?
I've got to find that black book.
Excuse me, Rick, we've come to pick up Amanda.
Didn't anyone to call you?
No, something happened to her?
Oh, no, she's fine, but someone was supposed to contact you about her being released.
Released?
Mm-hmm.
No one called me.
They were supposed to call Ada's.
I wasn't there. Where is she? She was supposed to be released at 10:30.
I'll check.
I'd like to know what's going on.
Just a minute. Let me check the desk. Don't know where she is.
You mean you don't even know where she is?
Yes, it's Dr. Holloway. I want to know the whereabouts of Amanda Corey. Yes, the little girl. Released? Wait a minute, wait. Who picked her up? I see. Thanks. Mac already picked her up.
Mr. Corey, I made you some fresh coffee.
How nice of you, lady. You can just put it on the table. I'll get it in a minute.
I'll get that.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Louise.
Alice, how nice to see you again. What brings you over?
Well, I know this may sound a little foolish, but I just wanted to check on Amanda.
How could it sound foolish? How nice of you to come.
How is she?
Mrs. Frame, Amanda's just fine.
Oh,
And to let you know exactly how fine she is, I'm going to ask Louise to bring her down so she can say hello to you.
Mr. Corey, she's asked for water 6 times. She's so restless. If I disturb her now, she'll never take a nap.
Oh, nonsense, Louise. She was asking for Alice. Please bring her down.
Of course.
Please come in.
thank you, Mac.
Oh, would you care for some coffee?
That'd be very lovely. Thank you. I called the office, and Pat told me that you'd stayed home this afternoon.
Yes, I wanted to be with her this afternoon.
Thank you. I just finished my shift. I really can't stay too long.
Oh, that's too bad. I really welcome any kind of distraction from work these days because work is all I seem to do.
You know, you really shouldn't overdo it. Take it from me. You have to relax when you can.
That's advice I'm usually giving someone else. I should take it myself. Oh, cream and sugar?
No, thanks. Black's fine.
Mr. Corey, Amanda is sleeping. I thought she would be.
Well, that's fine, Louise. You see, she's already forgotten about the accident.
Oh, I'm glad.
Excuse me.
Louise?
Mrs. Corey.
Alice. Mac, I want to talk to you.
Rachel, I have nothing whatsoever to say to you. We'll talk about Amanda in court. Please leave.
I have a lot of things to say to you. You cannot get away with kidnapping my daughter anytime anything doesn't suit you.
I think I'd better leave.
Yes, I think you better.
Thank you for being concerned about Amanda. I'm sorry about this.
It's all right, Mac. Bye-bye.
How dare you come in here and order my guests to leave?
Well, she's welcome to stay, but I have a feeling you'd rather talk about this in private. Now, where is she?
Who?
Amanda, I want my daughter.
You can't have her. She's sleeping.
It won't hurt her to wake up. Go get her, Louise.
Stay
please.
right where you are, Louise. Don't make a move.
Mr. Corey.
No, please do as I ask you. You're working for me now.
All right, I'll go get her.
You step 1 foot out of this room and I'll...
And you'll what? Have me arrested and I'll have you booked for kidnapping.
She's my daughter, too, Rachel. I have a right to her as well as you.
Well, we'll have to see about that, won't we?
Louise, would you see that Amanda's all right?
You're really not going to let me have her, are you?
No, I'm not. Look at what happened yesterday. You're away from me for 1 month, and her life is in jeopardy.
Her life was not in jeopardy. She was only alone. She wasn't even alone. She was with 2 babysitters.
2 irresponsible youngsters.
They're not irresponsible. She's been with them before, and nothing has ever happened.
How do I know nothing is going to happen the next time?
No one knows that. Anything could happen. Children have accidents.
Well, I won't have her having accidents. She's going to stay right here with me, where she can be cared for by responsible, mature adults.
Meaning Louise?
Yes, meaning Louise.
You mean that Louise is better for my child than I am?
Well, from what happened yesterday, it would seem so, wouldn't it?
You're saying that it's better for that child to be with strangers than with her own real parents?
Louise is not a stranger. Besides, I'm here.
When? I know your work schedule. You're never here. You never had enough time for me, much less time to be 2 parents to that little girl. Well, what are you going to do, quit and spend all of your time here with her?
Come on, Rachel, don't be ridiculous.
I am not being ridiculous. She's going to be left with no real parent if she stays here.
It's not true. It just simply isn't true.
It is true, and you know it. You're just doing this to get back at me, aren't you? Well, I'm not going to let you get away with that.
You may not have a choice, Rachel.
Just please give me my child.
No, Rachel.
All right.
I said no.
All right. But you wait. I'll get her back.
No, you wait, Rachel. You haven't seen anything yet.
Not. Oh. Cecile, may I help you?
No, thank you. I just came in to see Mac.
Oh, well, he left early today.
All right, well, then I'll just see him tomorrow.
Wait a minute. Is that the Brava budget you have there?
Yes, it is, though I can't see for the life of me why it's any concern of yours.
Well, you're wrong, Cecile. The Brava budget is very much my concern, especially now.
Just going to keep rubbing it in, aren't you?
Well, if I am, Cecile, you can take credit for teaching me how.
Well, you don't have to gloat.
Well, I learned from the best gloater in the world.
Oh, you've always done quite well at that on your own, Pat.
Cecile.
What?
The budget.
I don't care to discuss it with you.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you're going to have to. Now, I've looked at it very studiously, and I think there are some obvious omissions. I also have made some corrections that I want you to take a look at.
How dare you make any corrections in my budget? Without consulting me, you know that this is my area.
That's not exactly accurate,
What
Cecile.
do you mean? As I recall, you were the one who specifically asked Mac to spell out our individual responsibilities.
Yes, that's true.
Then why are you poking your nose into my area?
Because it's not just your area. I'm in charge now, and all of these things come into my supervision.
You know, you are making it impossible for me to do my job efficiently.
I am not. I'm not stopping you, Cecile. I'm very happy when you do your job efficiently.
Oh, I hate this. I just hate it.
I can understand how you feel, Cecile. This must be a very difficult time for you.
Come right back here this minute.
How are you, my little sister? Hey, look at me. How you doing? Give me a kiss. What happened to you yesterday? Huh? You have a little accident? Are you better? Huh? Oh, bandit time. I think you look very pretty in that.
Jamie?
Let's get your bangs out of there.
Amanda has been impossible all day and all night. Yes, she has. Since this accident, she thinks she can get away with anything.
Do you? Well, I think you just enjoy all the attention, don't you?
I'm sure she does. Perhaps you can make her see reason.
Reason? What do you mean?
Well, I put her to bed. She sleeps a few minutes. Then she's up again and wide awake.
Hey, what is this? Are you being a bad girl for Louise?
No.
Hey, you know what?
What?
You're going to see your mommy real soon, okay? Where's Mac?
He had to go back to the office to a board meeting.
Has he called?
No, he left not too long ago.
Oh. I don't know why I asked. That meeting would probably take longer than I thought. I think I'll just wait here for her.
Amanda, love, don't you think you ought to go to bed now? All right, come on. Oh, you are a good girl. Yes, you will.
Give me a big kiss before you go, okay?
Okay.
I love you.
All right.
Okay, kiddo.
Nighty-night, Jamie.
Good night.
Night-night.
Oh. You'll see Mommy soon, okay? Mac?
I thought you might be waiting.
What happened? What did the board decide, did they?
It was a very difficult meeting, Jamie.
And?
Brian was there. He informed them that following our retraction, Colton is of a mind to drop his threat to sue us for libel.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
Yes, it's good. But I'm afraid it's not good enough, Jamie.
What do you mean?
You must believe me. I have always had, I still have, the utmost confidence in your abilities.
But?
No buts as far as I'm concerned, Jamie.
What happened?
The board
What
voted.
did the board decide?
They voted 8-1 to remove you as publisher of the Ledger.
So what are you going to do this time, Mac?
I'm afraid I have to abide by their vote.
Thank you. Well, isn't this nice? Almost all the family together.
I thought it would be nice on the eve of Marianne's wedding.
Liz, you've got something up your sleeve.
Liz always had something up her sleeve.
Well, are you going to tell us what it is?
I feel as though I have been called to a summit meeting here or something.
Well, I suppose I can tell you now. Should I, Jim?
The floor is yours, Liz.
Jim and I have been racking our brains to try to come up with the perfect wedding gift for Rick and Marianne.
What's wrong with china or glassware?
Linens. That's always nice.
Yeah, I don't understand why it's such a big deal. These kids, they can use anything, actually.
No, we wanted it to be something special. Something that they'd remember all their years together.
And after a lot of, well, no, quite a bit of friendly bickering back and forth, we considered and dropped almost every possibility.
Dad, honey, why do you make it so difficult on yourself? Marianne will love anything you
No.
choose.
Nothing commonplace for our Rick and Marianne.
Now, wait a minute. Something is beginning to tell me, and it's that twinkle in your eye, that you have already decided what we are going to give them.
Darling Russ, always so perceptive. We have. Jim and I came up with the perfect wedding gift.
What is it?
A 2-week trip to Mexico.
Oh, Liz, that's much too generous.
I am very impressed.
I'll take it if they don't want it.
No, really, Liz, that's too much.
No, we wanted to do it for them.
But we're going to need your help.
Yeah, since they're both working at the hospital, we'll need your help to get them 2 weeks off.
Oh, I see. I suppose with a certain amount of reshuffling, I can arrange for Rick to have a couple of weeks off.
What about Marianne?
Well, here we have the captain of that team.
I think it can be arranged.
Oh, that's absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for helping. And Pat, you could be of some help, too.
I'll do what I can.
Well, you try and find some resort clothes for Marianne.
Oh, yeah. That'll be fun.
I want to help with that, too. This is a fabulous idea, Liz. Dad, you and Liz have done it again.
Well, I don't know about again, but...
We want to get those two young people off to a perfect start.
Jordan. Will you kiss me, please? Jordan, I want to talk to you.
Later.
Please.
Come here.
I need to talk to you.
What about?
Sandy Alexander.
What about?
I just don't think he's serving his best purpose working for you in the escort service.
Yeah? Why not?
I think that he would be a little... maybe he would be a little bit better if he worked somewhere else, like in the arena or the connection, maybe.
Oh, yeah? Why do you think so?
Well, he's a very personable kind of guy, you know.
Oh? You think so?
Well, not me personally. I just think that the customers would like him a lot.
Just like you like him?
No, Jordan. I'm speaking strictly in a business sense. I think he would be very good for business.
No.
But why?
I made a deal with that guy just the way I made a deal with you. And if either one of you backs out of it, I'm not going to hesitate. No way will I hesitate to fix things up in a more permanent way.
So sorry to be late.
Oh, hi, Mac. I ordered you a scotch. Is that all right?
Oh, fine. Yeah. Thank you very much. Even though Louise is with her, I didn't want to leave Amanda till she was fast asleep.
Oh, I understand.
I tell you, I've been wanting to have this talk with you for a week or more, but at the office there are just so many interruptions.
Yeah, I'm surprised that sometimes we even manage to get any work done at all.
I think I've also avoided having this specific talk with you at the office because, well, I don't know, it just didn't seem to be the proper place for it.
Well, now you've certainly gotten me curious.
I didn't mean to sound enigmatic when I called you, but...
What's wrong, Mac?
Jamie.
You're worried about him, aren't you?
I'm terribly worried about
him. I am, too. I've been concerned about him for the longest time, and especially now that you and his mother are separated.
Well, it might ease your mind some to know that.
To know what?
Well, perhaps you already do know. He's staying at the house with me now.
No, I didn't. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm relieved to hear it.
Well, certainly a lot better than a room in a hotel someplace. That would be disastrous. Especially with the shape he's in now.
The shape he's in?
Do you know what the problems are he's been having?
Well, I know that he's very upset about what happened at the Ledger. And he's very concerned that you might be afraid, well, that he's let you down, Matt.
Yes, I know. Well, to be perfectly honest with you about that, I have been terribly disappointed in his work lately.
I was afraid of that.
But I do have to take blame. I've given him so much responsibility and so much work to do. However, on the other hand, these blunders that he's made lately, they don't really have anything to do with overwork.
You mean errors of judgment?
Exactly. Cecile, do you know he has a drug problem?
No. I mean, yes. Well, what I really mean is that I just found out. Mac, why didn't he just tell someone sooner? I mean, if he had told me, I'd know I could have helped him. I just know I could have.
Well, I'm trying to get Sandy Alexander, helping him now.
Oh, that's good. You know, Sandy's been absolutely divine helping Pat and me at the complex.
I'm very glad to hear that.
Yes, I think it's a wonderful idea.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm. I think it's wonderful for Jamie. Although I must say that I'm afraid I'm going to miss Sandy's help.
Well, I'm hoping it's just a temporary measure until Jamie can just get his life back together again.
I know, I understand. I think it's a wise move, Matt.
Still, he's going to need more than just Sandy's help. He's going to need your help too, Cecile.
Oh, Mac, I wish I could believe that, but Jamie doesn't seem to want anything to do with me lately.
Oh, that's not true. Cecile, maybe he just doesn't know how to ask you for your help.
I don't know. I don't know. I wish that were it, but I think there's something more.
What?
I just don't want to force myself on him right now.
All right. Well, perhaps that is wise at this point.
Please, I just need some more time to think about it, all right?
Yeah, sure, I understand. Oh, they're Jim and Liz. Oh, that's the whole Matthews family over there.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to the wedding tomorrow?
Well, I was thinking about it, but now with everything that's happened with Jamie and me, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't.
To go. I think it would be good to get out for a social occasion and help you get your mind off your troubles a little. As a matter of fact, that would be a very good time for you and Jamie to see each other again. You know, weddings are happy times.
Yeah, well, maybe.
I think it's very possible that it might remind you and Jamie of the wonderful times you've had together in the past.
You really think so?
Well, I think it's a good possibility.
Will you be there?
Oh, yes.
Well, then maybe I may go. At least I'll think about it.
Hello?
Marianne.
Oh, hi, Rick.
Hi. How are you?
Fine.
Nervous?
A little.
Look, I get off in a half hour. I was wondering if I could come over. Kid said she'd be at Jerry's tonight.
I don't think so. Hey, you know the old tradition brings bad luck and all that.
You don't believe that, do you?
Well, let's just say it's safer to follow tradition. I don't want anything to happen.
Are you sure?
Positive.
I love you.
I love you, too.
Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow, huh?
Yeah.
You're busy, I'll go.
No. It's okay. You can come in. Come on. What's wrong?
I don't know. No. Everything. My whole... I just need someone to talk to. Be with.
Can I get you anything?
I never meant to cause you any trouble. You gotta know that.
I know. It's all right. Rick told me you were trying to,
Stay off pills. Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh, Jamie, I know it's hard. But there are a lot of people who care about you. And you know, if you ever need anybody to talk to, I'll always be here. So will Rick.
You will?
Oh. You know I will. Jamie. I care for you very much. You know that.
I want to stay the night.
You're married to Cecile. And tomorrow I'm going to marry Rick. You can stay. Just, you can stay. Just stay on the couch.
Wait.
Jordan, please, don't do anything to Sandy.
Why is he so important to you?
He's not important to me.
And what are you so concerned about him for?
Oh, he saved Jerry's life, and I...
Oh, so that's it. It's been Jerry Grove all along.
No, Jordan, you know I don't care about Jerry like that. We're just good friends.
Just friends. Don't lie to me, Blaine.
I'm not lying to you, Jordan. You know you're the only man I could ever love.
Oh, really? Well, then let's just see how really true that is. Now, I don't want to hear the name Jerry Grove come out of your mouth again. Or Sandy Alexander. Understand? Is that understood?
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another World.